live pop-up, guys. I got to get these lives in where I can. Okay. I started to put something to hold this up, but I didn't. But now I know I need it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am Jeanette, aka Soraya, and I always like to give glory, honor, and praise to the Most High. So I got a little downtime, guys, and I wanted to just come in and be working on a project while I'm chatting it up with you all today. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm still in the process of doing these. Still in the process of doing these hats for homeless, and they are coming along really nicely. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to be making these hats. I got some goals. The people who's making these hats the people who I'm donating these hats to have a certain amount of goals. And so I have a certain amount of goals that I would like to accomplish of how many I'll be sending it to everyone. So yeah, it's good to have goals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4. Okay, so I'm pretty much making these all in double crochets. I was making some in half double crochet, but to reach my goal, I gotta do a stitch that can pretty much go a little bit faster. So the double crochet hats is gonna be the way to go. I was doing one in half double, and I'm like, no, this is gonna take too long. And then it's gonna push the time frame that I have back, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, let me know if you are working on anything, and let me know how the weather is where you're at. It is pretty warm here in Chicago. Okay. Oh, hey Shay, how are you today? Good to see you. How are you? So yeah, it has been so warm here in Chicago. Y'all, we got this water on a lockdown on here, okay? Hey, good morning, Deborah. How are you today? So good to see you ladies today. How's the weather where you all are at? And are you working on anything, or are you just at work, just working and lurking? So I'm pulling out a lot of my unused yarn, what we call scrap yarn. And that is all the hats that I'm going to be using up my scrap yarn. It gives me the opportunity to use up the scrap yarn. So I really don't mind it. And I'm going at a nice pace because I'm just making basic beanies. I'm not trying to do anything, you know, sophisticated or anything like that. Everything has to be at like basic. Girl, yeah, Chicago is just hot, right? We just hot. Someone told me today, they was like, stay cool. I'm like, stay hydrated, because the only how you're going to stay cool is to stay hydrated, because the heat is on. But you know what? We ain't worried about it, because we know when a cold comes, it comes to last. So we just gotta enjoy the day as it comes. Honey, try to enjoy days as they come, okay? Not with all that complaining, not with all that, murmuring. Just be like, you know what, if it's hot, stay hydrated. You say, I am well, hope you're well. Yes, I am. Yes, I am in Chicago, very warm. I am organizing now. We'll start, okay, hats in a month or two. Okay, a month or so. Oh, awesome. Yeah, girl, we just got to get it in how we can. And I'm just enjoying days. Like yesterday was just like a beautiful day. You have one of those days where you like, now this was a beautiful day. And I think what made it so beautiful, I was at the mall yesterday, and I was just watching all the parents like getting their children ready to go back to school. So they was just shopping, and the children was picking out their gym shoes and their outfits, and all those things like that. And it was just so good to watch. I'm like, wow, have I come to that age where it's just good to see everybody just doing what they need to do out here. Hey, Shakita. Good morning. She said, morning blessings, everyone. Morning blessings to you. How are you today? Y'all, I would love to start back with my scheduling, my Sunday lives, but I'm trying to figure out with this new timing that I have, would that be feasible for me? I don't know yet. I've been making crochet flip-flops in your beautiful tutorial crop top. Awesome, Deborah. That is so awesome. You know, I was listening to Miguel, and I know he said Old Navy, but I don't have an Old Navy that's close to me. So I have went to like the Dollar Tree. I went to Walmart's. I'm gonna go to a different Dollar Tree and see if they have I'm gonna see if they have any flip-flops left, you know. So if they do, before the summer over, I do want to make some. So it's a couple of Dollar Tree, not a couple of, but it's a Dollar Tree that I will be going to today to see if they have any flip-flops. Some people told me if I can't find it there, or just go to Old Navy, but I just don't have an Old Navy that's close to me that I can just, you know, pull up on. But if I can find some, I'll make the Ruffles flip flops. They are just so pretty this year. They was out last year, but it's like the combinations that I'm seeing this year. It's just something different. It's just really nice. So I'm like, let me give me a pair before the summer ends. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so yesterday I was at the mall, and I just had a good time just seeing everybody getting ready back, you know, getting back to school. But my whole thing, because I've been watching some videos as well, when they're going back to school was so complicated. Y'all, the things that they ask the parents to do and the amount of money that they ask the parents to spend, it's just a lot. You know, with this paper towel, Lysol wipes, disinfection spray. I mean, it's so much you gotta do, so much, and it has nothing to do with COVID, okay? Because they was asking for that prior to COVID, because we had to do it too. So it's like, man, it is so expensive. We used to just have to buy paper, pens, and pencils and erasers. You know, maybe a pencil sharpener. That was the magnitude when I was younger. But now, when I'm seeing these teachers giving these students a list of things to, you know, contribute, and I'm like, wow, this is a this is a lot, you know. So I was watching one lady, her and her children, she got 4 children, and she was saying that not only did they have to pay for everything like the paper towels and Lysol wipes, and you know, just all the disinfection type of things, but they also wouldn't give them free lunch. They had to bring their own lunch as well. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. I am so glad the era that I was at, that all of that was free for us. Like, we never had to pay for anything, not the food. But it all depends on what type of schooling you went to. And I went to a public school, and it also was based on the income of your mom. So we was classified as low income. So our meals was always free. Our breakfast was always free. Our lunch was always free. So we qualified for everything that was free. And it was the best. It's not like it was just garbage and just anything they just threw together. We had really nice hot meals. We had actual cooks back there cooking our meals fresh. You know, it ain't all this frozen stuff nowadays where they just microwave it and all that stuff. No, we had real meal. Our cafeteria teachers or cafeteria staff or chefs or cooks, they knew what they was doing back there. So I'm like, man, what happened to that? They like, oh, well, you know, they don't have the funds to do this and do that. Yes, they do. They just choose to spend the funds and things that doesn't apply to us. It all benefits them, because it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But if you're just tuning in, I'm just still working on my Hats for Homeless. Had a little downtime, and I wanted to spend it with you all, saying, hey, what's up? How you doing? And all of the things. This one here is I'm working on now. Is in I think this is hunter green, and then I got some forest green that I'm going to mix this in, because I'm trying to make the hats. Even though these hats are for homeless, I don't want to throw anything together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to match the colors up very nicely. So even if I have to blend in two colors, I'm trying to make sure the colors coordinate. That, just because you're homeless don't mean you got to throw anything together. And just because it's free doesn't mean we can't put any love and care into it. We should always want to put love and care into what we're doing for someone. Okay. How's the weather where you all are at? The weather is doing its job here, honey. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It seems like I can't drink enough water. It's just like every time I'm drinking water, I'm thinking that I need more. So I drink some and I'm like, oh man, let me make sure I drink some more. So this is the forest green and more of, it's not called hunter green. I think it's called olive green. So I'm gonna match these two greens together. I don't know, you're not gonna be able to see the difference, but one is lighter, one is darker. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna match these two together so that this hat could be two-toned without looking crazy. I don't like hats to be looking too crazy. It can look crazy, but don't look too crazy. So let's add this one to the mixture. Because I know with this hunter green, I'm not going to have enough green. So I might as well go ahead right now and add this. Okay. So I got the new color on there. 119 Marshall Fields and 115 in Kizzy. Dollar Tree, they have some. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for letting me know that. Thank you for letting me know that. All right, so I did that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm just, because I'm like, it's the end of the summer, and I know that other stores may really have, more quality flip-flops, but I'm just doing it just to be doing it. So it's not like I'm making these to sell. These are just made because I just want me a pair before the summer end. That's it. That's it. A lot of people are selling theirs, and that's wonderful as well, but I'm not. I think I made some. I'm not for sure if I made some last year or not. I got to go back through my videos, my post-its or something like that. I'm not for sure if I made some last year or not. If I did, I don't have them. But I'm definitely going to do one, just for this year. Just to say I did it. I'm telling you guys, it's just to say I did it. And I wear them too, because the colors that I'm seeing everyone making, it's like, we are so creative. It's just the creative juice it be on, y'all. I be just like, man, I am so thankful to have a craft that I know and I enjoy and making and doing and creating. It's a beautiful thing. Like I went yesterday because we always should be trying to like stimulate our minds. So yesterday I went to the store and I was trying to find some Sudoku or some puzzles and things of that nature. I couldn't find any that I liked it, but I am going to find it because we need to always be trying to stimulate our minds. Like it's more to life than just scrolling on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. Sometimes you be like, okay, I got to help my brain cells out. I got to help them out. That I got to do something to help it out. You can kind of sort of see the different color now. Yeah, that was a little bit more lighter. So those are the two colors that I'm mixing up together. And that's what I'm doing with pretty much all the hats. If it's not enough yarn to make a hat, I'm just making sure I'm just matching the colors up nicely. And that's it. That's all I got going on today. But I haven't been on. I haven't posted like I usually post, you guys. Like always on the YT. No. I be having stuff to do. I don't know what that stuff is that I be doing, but it feels like I'm busy. Busy doing what I don't know. Getting my craft room together, organizing my inventory, like my website. I think I'm doing a separate video, but Just like my Etsy website, I have streamlined my websites to only having ruffle hats on there. Like I don't have, I can make any hat out there. Baseball hat. I can make caps. I can make it doesn't matter. I can make every hat that's out there. But I pretty much wanted to streamline my Etsy shop to only have ruffle hats. It's like I enjoy ruffle hats. Ruffle hats take time to make, right? And those are my biggest seller. My biggest seller out of all my hats, if you never went to my Etsy shop, check it out and just favor the shop. So every time I'm adding new colorways for the ruffle hats, you guys will be the first to see them. But yeah, I'm just trying to streamline things and make things work a lot better for me. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm like, okay, I need things to work a little bit more smoother for me because sometimes we can feel kind of all over the place. Maybe not that's everybody's story, but it definitely could be my story sometimes. Sometimes I can feel like I'm all over the place and I just need to streamline things to make I feel like I'm center. Okay, let's get center. If you don't mind, if you haven't thumbs up the video, please make sure you do. Thumbs up the live. It helps out. It really does. Engagement on the YT is the number one thing. Like, the engagement is everything. So I'm just trying to make sure, like, what direction for the future of my shop that I want it to go. And right now, because the majority of my sales are ruffle hats, I've been just making different, as you guys can see, if you missed my last video, make sure you check it out. Me adding more ruffle hats to my website. Yeah, I love it. I love how they look. I love how ruffle hats turns out. Ruffle hats is one of those styles of hats. It's just going to continue to be here for us. It'll never go out of style because it's so versatile. It's so versatile. You can dress them up. You can dress ruffle hats down. You can make them for the winter. You can make them for the fall. You can make them for all season. Because at first I was like, okay, my ruffle hats are only for the winter. Until I see you guys making them for the summer. I'm like, really? Okay. Y'all using all kind of stitches to do it. I'm like, all right. I say I can, I can do that. I can, make it into cotton and, other material. I even had one in chunky. That's definitely for the winter time. But I'm just saying, you can make those ruffle hats, whatever yarn, besides thread, you can make those ruffle hats in whatever yarn you have. Maybe if you hold two strands together or 3 strands together, it probably work out. But 4 ply and up is for me for ruffle hats. That's it. All my ruffle hats are done in 4 ply. I had a couple that was done in cotton, but yeah, that was kind of like mash stitch open hats. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm doing. I'm really liking it. I'm really liking how these screens are mashing together. Pretty cool here. Yeah, I love it. It's working out really good. I would add a 3rd color, but I think these 2 colors is sufficient enough. Yeah. Crafty Fee, good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Yes. This is a great way to get rid of some yarn when you are making these. These are just basic beanies. When you are making things for homelessness, or some people making like those preemie hats for the NICU or something like that, for the hospital or something like that. I love that idea as well. I love that. I'll make those too. But I'll have to make sure that I only use soft yarns if I'm going to be making for infants, or if I'm going to make it for preemie babies and things like that. I don't know if we have hospital. I'm sure there are hospitals that will accept. I'm gonna look into that. I'm going to look into to see if they take any hats for the preemies or for basically for the preemies or maybe just for the newborns. I'm not for sure, but I'll definitely check that out to see. But I love to see people who make that for them. You know, any little blessing that we can give to someone else. It may be small in your eyes, but it could be life changing in their eyes. You know what I mean? It's like if you're hungry and somebody give you something to eat, it may be nothing. You be like, oh, that was just a hamburger, but it could be everything to the person that's hungry. They be like, man, that really helped me out. That really did it for me, So always being in the mindset that whoever you can help, try to help out because every little bit helps. Okay, all of it counts. So this is number, I think I counted, this is going to be number six. I think this is number 7. This is my 7th beanie. I'll come back and share all of them with you all. But I think this is just see my different color combos, what I've chosen. But this is number 7. Yeah. I got a certain amount that I want to make. I don't know if I'm going to keep the same number. I'm going to try to reach the goal. And then after that, if I feel up to it, then I would increase it. I'm not for sure yet. Hey, Cheryl, how are you today? Hey, you're wearing... Oh, awesome. Red is your color. Awesome sauce. Yes. That's awesome. How are you today? I'm just chit-chatting for a minute. I had a little downtime. And I wanted to spend my downtime with you all. Either that or I was just going to be scrolling the TV or scrolling the internet. Last night I was such in a good mood last night, and I was on I don't know if I was on Instagram Reels or was I on Facebook. I'm not for sure. I think it was on Instagram, and I only watch funny stuff before I go to sleep. I don't like to look at drama. I don't like to watch anybody fighting and all that stuff like that. I'm not there for that. Only thing I was looking for was something that was going to make me laugh. And OMG, I was running across so many funny videos. It was amazing. Oh, awesome. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad you're doing good. That's always good to hear, girl. It's always good to hear when people are doing good. I cried last night. And it was all about this segment was about how your Monday is going. I mean, it was like people was just the man, he was just walking out of his garage, he hit his head, other guy fell down the stairs. It was just all comedy, and I was crying. I said, I'm laughing, but I know those people are in pain. Those were some hard falls that people be doing. I'm like, who uploading these types of injuries? And I say, if you can laugh at yourself, I can laugh at you too. So we're just gonna laugh. We're just gonna laugh through your pain. Just laugh through your pain. Cause I always be thinking like, why would somebody upload this video? That looks like it hurts. Somebody sliding off a ladder. Somebody running into a tree. This look like it's so painful. I said, but you know what? I'm laughing with you. I ain't laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Because you uploaded it and you shared it on the internet. And if you want to share your business on the internet, don't get mad if people say something, because people, people going to be judgmental, or they're going to comment, and you're going to be like, well, it wasn't that funny. That person hurted themselves really bad. Like, why did you upload that? Why you letting the world see that? I'm not understanding. But the one that I was seeing, the man, he was just standing there. He was talking to his neighbor, and all of a sudden he just, and you know how they put the music in with it? You know how they have a song or something in with it? And I just cried. I was like, this is crazy. I'm like, I know, right? I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. They put that music. I'm like, y'all putting music to people pain. They literally had Michael Jackson song. They had different songs to people injuries. I cry every time. It is, I know, right? It's so crazy. It's like, oh, please don't record my pain. That's why you got to be careful with people who have their phones out. All they doing is recording people. I'm like, I am not giving y'all a show. I am not giving a show for anyone. So you might as well put your phone up, because I'm not going to give a show. And yesterday at the mall, usually like on my other channel, DOY Life, I would have recorded me being at the mall, showing, sharing. But the visions that I was seeing yesterday, I didn't want to share it. I said no, nope. I just saw 2 videos like that. Yeah, I'm like, girl, they had me crying. At first I felt bad, like, I don't know if I should be laughing off these people injuries and all this stuff like that, and falling off tractors, and I don't know if I should be laughing at this. I said, well, yes, you should be laughing, because why is they putting it on there? There's my YT bestie Priscilla over at Distinctively Handcrafted. Hey, my YT bestie. She said, YT bestie, I'm so sad. My earbud and the headphones are both out of battery, so I can't hear. I will leave you running, but I'll have to come back and watch. Okay, the replay. I hope everyone is well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm doing well. Yes. I got to get some earbuds too. You know, when you being on I thought somebody was talking to me the other day. They had their earbuds on. I thought we was talking to each other, and she wasn't talking to me. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm all in your conversation. It sounded like a conversation that her and I should have been having. But hey, those earbuds can make you think you're talking to somebody, but they talking to somebody else. I don't know. It's okay. It is all right. So that's what, if I'm gonna watch something before I go to sleep, it's got to be something comical, or it's got to be something light. It can't be heavy. I don't like dark stuff. I don't like, because that get into your subconscious, and then next thing you know, you're asleep. You'll go to sleep with that last thought that you had. You will have that last vision in your head. So I'm like, I want to have something funny. Hey, Pam and Be Creative Craft. How are you today? Good morning. Thank you so much for popping in, y'all. I was just doing a pop-up live because I'm trying to see how my new schedule is going to flow. Because I did a video where I was talking about the last Sunday morning live that I did was going to be my last Sunday morning live, because I have a new schedule, a new work schedule. And I'm trying to see now exactly how this new schedule is going to play out. I'm not for sure. I think I'm gonna be a little bit more flexible with the schedule, but I have to wait and see how they're gonna work it for me. I'm so glad you're doing good. I am at the dental getting my teeth. Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate that so much, Pam. Yeah, thank you so much. Wow. Are we at the dentist office, girl? Listen, I understand, right? I understand. So once I get that back together, then I can repost and let everybody know that this is how my schedule is looking. Because the direction I was trying to go with the new schedule, it didn't, I don't know how well it's going to work out, because I was down with my car. I shared with you guys that my car was in the shop, and I got it out the shop just so it can go back into the shop. And I got it back out the shop. And it's just like now I'm just skeptical or leery where I go. I try not to go too far in my car. My car is an older vehicle. And so when I was making that schedule change, I was trying to, you know, I was dependent on my car for that new schedule, but I will see. Life sometimes can be unpredictable. You can plan it out, but not necessarily things will go the exact way you think it's gonna go. I mean, it's good to have plans, it's good to have goals, but sometimes we just can't foresee things that that can happen. So that's where I was at with my vehicle because I'm like I didn't see all these things happening. Um, and when I tell you it was a lot, and yeah, but that's what not so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find out when I can do it. So that's why I said that I'll just like do like the pop-up videos and try to do my regular videos. But today I had some time and I was like, you know what, just go live, you know what I'm saying, just do a pop-up live. And that works out. Yeah, that works out for right now until I get everything else kind of figured out. We still trying to figure out life, right? Life is ever about figuring out. Just when you thought you figured it all out, you realize there's some more figuring that you need to do. So yeah, so that's it. Yeah, so at least I'm here and it's nice and it's cool and I get a chance to, I think when I get off here, I grab me, even though I had breakfast already, I don't know why I'm hungry. I've already eaten breakfast and that was only a few hours ago. But then again, it wasn't a real breakfast. I only had Burger King. And y'all know fast food meals are not real. They only satisfy you for an hour or two. And right after that, you're right back hungry, right? You are right back hungry. So it's okay. I got food. I'm gonna fix me something to eat. Something a little bit more sustainable. Okay, let's have something a little bit more sustainable that would last a little bit longer. If you're just tuning in, I'm just still working on my hats for homelessness. Yeah. I don't know why my head looking like this. It should be going down. Why it's looking like it's kind of flat almost. Oh, why it's looking... I hope I ain't missed no stitch. Because I ain't taking it back down. This is a beanie. It's supposed to be laying this way. Not open. Oh no. It's gonna at the end it all's gonna work out. At the end it all works out. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just doing 2 shades of green. Um, just trying to, strategically put these colors together. Y'all, I don't know. Hello, Deborah. How are you? You say hello, everyone. How are you today? Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it so very much. So very much. I'm going to finish this. I'm not trying to like rush myself. I'm going at a nice pace with the hats. I can make a hat a day. It only takes me a few hours to make a beanie. I can make a hat a day, but I don't try to do that to myself either. I just work on it for like an hour or so and then I'll put it down and I'll pick it back up. But if I go straight through, I can do a hat in at least a few hours. It really don't take the whole few hours, but I'll give myself a few hours to make a hat. But I do it until, my hand get tired and I don't ignore my hand, my muscles, my arm. I don't ignore it anymore. When I need to stop, I stop. I don't care if I'm like, when I need to take a break, I put the crochet down. Like so many times we ignore it and we just keep on working and all of a sudden you got tendonitis or you got cramps and all that stuff. I don't want to do that. Having make a... Oh no? Yeah. I'm still trying to find Time to work on it. Yeah, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. It is time consuming. Those ruffles be a ruffling, girl. I'm telling you. You do it for ruffle hats. You do have to take time out to figure it out because doing ruffle hats, people don't even understand the labor of love of doing a ruffle hat. Every time I was doing ruffle hats, my prices kept changing. I'm like, I am underserving myself. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not asking enough money for these hats. These hats are so amazing. I was watching somebody video the other day and I was seeing a Fendi. I don't know if you guys know now, Fendi has crochet bucket hats. So they got the little Fendi sign and stuff like that. And I think the hat was, I gotta look it up. I don't know if it was $1,000 or $2,000. The Fendi bucket hat ran for, I know it was over $1,000, something like that, or close to. And then I was looking at who else it was, because she had named it three designer bucket hats, okay? And I was like, when you look at these people uh, who sells, name brand crochet, and they in the $1,000 range, and we are working stitch by stitch. Like, how come we can't get that type of, that same thing, right? And you know what? That may be too much for us, but their audience don't think it's too much. It's like always being in the right, the right audience to see your worth. Because, even though you could do crocheting or your crafting as a hobby, and if that's your thing, that's your prerogative. But at the same time, if you selling it, sometimes we can feel like we underselling it. Like, I don't try to compare myself to Fendi, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, or any of those top name brand prices, because I'm not around those type of people. But I'm like, man, it'll be nice if I can get one hat and sold it for $1,000. I'll be crocheting in my sleep trying to do this because the money will be worth it. It will be so worth it. People would pay because of your name. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They pay based on the name. Like, I got on a Fendi, I got on a Gucci, I got on a Vera Wayne or Mumu or whoever it is. And I'm like, it's all about it's not, okay, it could be about the quality, but do you think it's just one person making their stuff? Are you thinking that they're not making these things in like a sweat box or something? I don't know. I'm not there, but just imagine if you sold one hat and you got $1,000 for that hat. Wouldn't that be your motivation? You know what I'm saying? To be like, you know what? I'm about to snap off. But if you selling that hat for $40, $30, something like that, it really don't motivate you because it's so hard to make so many to get even close to what one of their hats are charging. But people pay for names. And ain't nothing you can do about it. If that's their name, that's their brand, people gonna buy it. Yeah. I'd be like, I can make some hats to put y'all to shame. Like, literally, I can make some hats to put you all to shame. Like, really. But if you're not going to make that type of money, it's like, oh, well, what can I do? I sure wish I could, though. I ain't going to lie. Wow. Two hats to pay all your bills. All you did was made two hats, and it's paying all your bills. Man, that's cool. You say, who started the trend anyway? I don't know. Whoever it is, they got on board and, honey, they doing the do. They're doing the do. Can you imagine you made 5 products and you made $5,000. I mean, you can make those products and rest the next 2 weeks and start again, but it's just amazing how it works. It's pretty awesome. You got to give credit what credit is due. It's pretty awesome. I wish I could sell my stuff for the price I want to sell it for and make a couple of it, and I made the money that I needed to make for the month or the year. That would be so awesome. But it's coming to a theater near you. Okay, it looks like I'm running out of this green as Well, let's see, because they got the idea from someone offline. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what they do. That's what they, the thing about it is, it's like, why should anybody pay for a creative team when you can get it freely on social media? Because people are always sharing their ideas, their thoughts, their creativity, everything. You know what I mean? And then they got some name brand person be like, oh, is that what we doing? Oh, is that what they want? Here we go. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. So, yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I totally agree. Let me see. I think. Hold on. Let me count how many rows. This is row 3. I'm trying to see how many rows I gotta go down. Gotta go down. Yep. So that's what's up with you all. But it's like, you know what? What can you do when you just, just continue to be creative, continue to share, continue to, be a blessing to someone. So this is how it's gonna look. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add back to the darker green and then finish it in the lighter green. Hey Aisha, how are you today? So good to see you. Thank you so much for being in here. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. So yeah, that's what I'm just gonna be working on all day. It's just making these hats. Like I said, this is hat number 7. And I got some more that I want to do. So I'm just going into my little scrap bag, pulling those yarns out, and I'm making all simple beanies. I may do the border with the front post, back post. Majority of them have the front post, back post. I love that look of a front post, back post. It gives a nice finishing to my hats. But some of them are just straight down. J, she said, what is your favorite crochet hook to use? A letter J, the 6.0. Yeah, I got so many beautiful, outstanding, wonderful hooks. And look what hook I'm working with. I'm working with a Dollar Tree hook. I got the most elaborate types of hook, okay? But I am working today with a Dollar Tree crochet hook. We all got that favorite one thing that we go towards. It's like, okay, all that you got, and you're gonna go towards that, yes. But the letter J, or the 6.0, is my favorite hook. I grab that hook for almost all my projects. I don't know. It just feels good. I love it. And it's just, yeah. I'll grab the smaller hooks. It depends on if I'm following someone's pattern. If I'm following someone's pattern, or if I'm following someone's tutorial, whatever hook size that they're recommending, that's the hook I would use. But if I'm just making a basic beanie like I'm doing right here, I'm using a 6.0. You said that's what I am using. Dollar Tree hook. Yeah, they are pretty. Yeah, they are. They are. Oh, you like the Susan Bates? Oh, those are nice too. You know, we got so many different varieties of like crochet hooks that we can like use or whatever like that. But I like to have these hooks on standby. These acrylic, hard plastic or acrylic hooks are just nice to have on standby. Sometimes I don't want the metal in my hand for whatever reasons. And I have these little plastic ones because it's not messing with anything, um, you're not going to get carpet toner or anything like that. So that's why I keep these on hand. But I use all my fancier ones, what's it called? Fancier ones as well, okay? Hey, Sanita. Sanita make crochet items. How are you? How are you today? I'm enjoying your tops that you are making, Sanita. They are coming along so beautifully. They are so beautiful. Um, yeah. Hey, Miguel from Who Knows? How are you today? Thank you all for coming in. If you're just tuning in, I'm working on hats for homeless. I'm just doing some hats for homeless. You know, it's that time of the year, all right? To give back. So this is where everybody start letting you know what organization that they are in and what, hats they want to, get, and they have their goals. And so, yeah, so that is what I'm working on, hats for homeless, working in these beautiful green colors. Yeah. And this is the Dollar Tree. Why I'm using the Dollar Tree crochet hook. This is the Dollar Tree yarn too. This is Just Yarn. This yarn is so soft. I think when Dollar Tree first had their Just Yarn, it wasn't as pleasant, but somehow they are a lot softer to me. Okay, I'm not a yarn snob. I use all yarns. I'm not, it doesn't matter to me. But for some reason, or it's just this lot right here, the yarn feels a whole lot softer. So these are just going to be some beanies that I'm making, and I'm just going to be donating them. Like I shared earlier, I do have two organizations. I'm gonna ask Mindful Crafts and More. That's Dr. Katrina. I'm going to be asking her, will she be donating this year? And then as she's donating, then that'll be my third one. So I already got two, and now that'll be my third one. If she is collecting hats this year, do you all know anybody else that is collecting hats? I'm gonna actually do a video. You don't have to answer it now, because once I do my video, I want everyone to like engage, and I will put those organizations that I have. I don't know how everybody money runs, because some people are on a budget friendly type of money. They like, okay, I can't go out of the budget. However, I just want the people that's able to donate a hat or two, or at least make someone else aware of where they could be donating hats to. Or you might just have a place in your own city where you can donate to. Not to the thrift store, not to the Goodwill, because y'all know they're gonna sell those things, but actually having somewhere where people be able to get them. Yeah, yeah. K&K is one of mine as well for BMO. So I'm gonna leave all that information in my video that's upcoming for hers and a couple other people if they're still collecting. I'm donating to the local place that gives to veterans. Oh, awesome. And homeless. Yes, our veterans. You know what I mean? Our veterans, they need all the support and all the help that they can get. And I'm like, we should really be trying to help them out. And you know what? It's not even so much we should be trying. They should be trying. I mean, that's however you can contribute, right? Hey, Andrea, how are you today? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the thumbs up and all the love and support. When I do share that video, I'm going to have those. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate them so much. I will have all of those companies or organizations available, and no pressure. We don't want to do anything that will put us out of our comfort zone or put us in a financial bind. Okay, because you may have the yarn and you may have the skill, but you may not have the finance to be shipping it all over United States, right? You be like, okay, I got the yarn, I got the skills, I even got the product. Well, how am I ship it? So if that be your situations, no worries, no stress. We just want to make sure that if you can do, and if you can't, it's okay. It's really okay. We always should give each other grace. And we don't know nobody's financial woes or struggles, or even if you're not even having any financial woes or struggles, we don't know what people are dealing with on a daily basis. And we all have things that we deal with, right? Everybody's dealing is different. right? Yours look different than mine. Mine looks different than yours, but we should never size it up. Like, well, get over that. That's not big. That's not a bigger deal. Or I got something more serious. No, let's not minimize anyone's situation. Everyone's situation is just that, right? Right. Yeah, you just spreading the word. No pressure. Never. Never for me. Never ever for me. No, I don't believe in pressuring anyone because I think once you mention it, that's all you have to do. You did your portion. You know what I'm saying? Once you mention it, you have now did your portion, and everything else is left up into the individual. But no, no stress, no worries, right? And no pressure. Exactly. None of the above, because if everything's going great, you want it to continue to go great. I mean, that's in life in general, right? We should always be thriving and striving for betterment. I'm trying to do better in this area, but don't overexert yourself. Even whatever area that you're trying to get better in, don't allow yourself grace. I see people that they really beat up on themselves. I'm like, oh my goodness, stop that. That's not a way to heal. I'm allowing myself grace to be able to do A, B, C, and D. And let the person know, allow me grace so I can be able to do the necessary things that needs to be done. I mean, even your bills, like some people hide from their responsibilities and things of that nature. Sometimes you got to just let them know, I'm gonna need a grace period, I'm gonna need some grace. How would they know if you never told them? Like, how would someone know that you need more time if you never asked for it? Because avoidance, it doesn't resolve anything, it actually makes it worse. I'm just gonna ignore that call, I'm just gonna ignore that mail. And even ignoring things that goes on in our lives, like injuries and pains, I'm just gonna let it go away. It never does. All it does is get worse. It gets worse. So just paying more attention to what we can and cannot do. It's okay today. Like, give yourself some grace. Like, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna pray about it, right? It's not even me trying to figure it out. I'm trusting in God that He is already working it out, right? I'm gonna be still and see the goodness of Him. I'm gonna be still and praise Him, because when this thing comes to fruition, I'm gonna give Him the glory. So I can say it wasn't me that did anything. I was just obedience to His word, right? I put my trust in Him. That's what you told me to do, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my trust in you, that all things work together for the good to them that loves the Most High and to them that is called according to His purpose. Okay, Romans 8:28. So we want to just always keep in that mindset, instead of just like being too hard on ourselves or being too, impatient with ourselves. And that's natural. But sometimes we got to will it in and say, you know what, I'm going to have to sit this one out. I'm going to have to really let my faith comes through, because you can be okay in a situation, but that's not everybody's story. You can get up this morning and you was able to drink you a hot cup of coffee and or some tea or whatever your favorite beverage is, and you just feel so good. That's not everyone's story, right? It's not that some people don't have all those things. They couldn't get up this morning because their legs hurt or their back hurt or their knee hurt or something like that. It's not that they don't have the coffee, the tea, or whatever it is. It's just sometimes your body be like, you know what, I'm not in a good place this morning. So let's cut people, some slack and give them some grace, because it's always good. It's always good. We give it to people, but we don't always give it to ourselves, right? I can be very patient with someone, but sometimes I gotta wheel that in and give myself that same grace. I know yesterday when I was at the mall and I was just sitting around watching everybody in hospital. Yeah, laying up in hospitals. Yes. Hey, Tina Bailey, how are you, beautiful? When I was at the mall on yesterday and I was just watching, I just sat down. We got beautiful, nice cushion chairs where we can sit in. And I was just looking at everybody just just shopping for school and shopping for, the teachers probably was shopping for supplies. And I just took it all in. Like, this is so wonderful. This is so beautiful to just watch. It seemed like everybody was just in a good mood. I can feel their energy. It seemed like everybody's in a good mood. And I was taking all the freebies, y'all. I'm the type of person, yeah, me too, Miguel. I'm the type of person that samples is my jam. Okay. If there's a sample, she wants it. So it's a lot of like Cinnabons and twists, like little pretzels and cookies and all those things yesterday when I was at the mall, right? And so one of my favorite places, I get like the cinnamon twist bun or everything. And I told the guy, I was like, excuse me. I said, where's the sample? And he was like, right here, ma'am. And it was just like hot off the press. Okay. It was so good. It was so good. So I grabbed that, right? Because I knew I wasn't going to be buying anything to eat because I had tacos at home to make later on. And then I went past Mrs. Fields Cookies and they had samples. So I ate those samples. And then I went to another place. So yesterday was just like a sample day, and I love it. I love free samples. Um, Hearts and hugs to you. Oh, thank you so much, Tina. Right back at you. You say, yum, yes. A t-shirt, sample queen. Miguel, I am like the sample queen. I'm telling you, my daughter and I, we used to go to a store that they have here in Chicago. It's called Whole Foods. I don't know if they have it everywhere. And on Sundays, they would have like hot food out for samples, fruits and vegetables out for sample. And we would go to all of it and sample it, like everywhere and sample it. We leave out of that store, we'd be so full. All we need to do is get us something to drink. I was like, is there any sample drinks that y'all can give us? Because we just sample queens. I love samples. If you're a person that don't like to sample, you might not want to go to the shop with me. You don't want to go to the store with me because as soon as they say sample, I'm right there. Uh, Yay, celebrate. Yes, I love it. I love it. It's so good to me. I love it. Especially when you got kind people who really enjoy their job and they enjoy giving you those samples. And he was like, yes, ma'am, here you go. And I was like, thank you. When I was in my 20s, I would go every time a new bank opens and you saying had open house, I went for the coffee and the donuts. Yes, I think that, I don't know. I think that is just like so cool. Because the thing about it is, you guys got to understand, if they don't get rid of those samples, they're going to throw it away. They have no choice but to throw it away. So I'm just here to assist, okay? I am here to help the planet. To not be wasteful. I'm not a wasteful person. I'm far from a wasteful person. So, because they have to. It's already been cut. They can't sell it like that. So they gotta toss it. And me, who worked in the fast food industry, we know that it's a certain amount of stuff we have to toss every night. So instead of tossing it, let me sample it. And I was good. So by the time I left the mall and got home, I was ready for my tacos. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to shop. I'm not going to eat anything out and then go home. And then the food that I already prepared is going to, just have to stay another day in the refrigerator. And I don't do that. So I came home and my tacos, they were so delicious. And I ate them. And I watched the new series of Wednesday. That's from the Addams Family. Yeah, that's from the Addams Family. Yeah, but I'm not really caring for this. I watched the first season, and I thought they did a really nice job. The second season, not so much. It's not interesting me the way that the first one did. I'm like, what? It seemed like you all went more, I don't know, more creepier. It's already creepy, but it's a little bit more. I can't even describe how the new one is. It's so different. I'm like, I don't know. So it's not for me. I'm like, no, not for me. So yeah. You say you did. You say right. I feel the same way about the show. Yeah, the second season. If you watched the first season, it was cool. It blended in from the show, the TV show, and it worked it out really really nice. This time around, it's a little bit it's different. It's different for my take. Okay, so everybody, everybody like what they like and like what you like. Okay, that's all good. But anyway, guys, I want to say thank you so very much for tuning in with me. If you haven't had a chance to like the live, please do so. I like the big bowl of assorted candy. Okay, whatever it is, girl. I got it. I want to say thank you all so very much for hanging out with me for this hour. Well, it was a few minutes, the whole hour. Please take a second out if you haven't had a chance to thumbs up the video. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. I got to get on back, and I just want to say I hope you all stay cool, stay hydrated, and have a wonderful day. All right? Try to have a wonderful day. And if your day is not going great, I hope it gets better. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in our next upload. The show is like a big bowl of. Oh, you say it's like a big bowl of sort of candy. It's not matching. It's not hitting for me. For whoever it hits for, that's fine. It's not doing it for me. All right, you guys. Love you all, and I'll see you all in our next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.